Hello, all my bottoms up babes. This is your poor master Carrie here, and I am here to take the messy, mix it up, and make a message and serve it to you straight. Today, I want to talk about loss. And this is not just grieving loss, as in someone passing away, this is loss in general. A lot of us are in situations that we stay in situations and make them our comfort zone because we fear the loss that may come with it if we were to leave or were to find ourselves in a better situation or honor our respect and the love that we deserve. You see, sometimes in illogical thinking, we think that loss is basically going to be a burden to us. But what if it's a blessing? What if God is removing you from tables that you're at because He sees and knows the distraction? Maybe you have to open your eyes to something bigger because there's a bigger plan for you waiting. A lot of us stay because the greatest love that we ever knew was sacrifice. And many of us are sacrificing our own selves because that's love to us. And maybe that's just it. Maybe the white flag that you're supposed to have is the flag of surrender and peace, and not attaining to what's killing you, and it eventually being the white flag that lays over your body when it does. I find it interesting that many doubt God, and yet those who doubt Him are the same ones falling to their knees and asking them to be their Savior. And maybe that's just it. It's time for you to realize that the true foundation is rock bottom so that you can have a smooth foundation with God and the relationship that's meant to be so that you can build your empire on something solid. For myself, I lost family. I had no relationship. I lost friends. I even lost my salon. I had to sell it in order to pay for lawyer fees to protect myself. And I would keep focusing on the burden of how I, had that victim mentality that here I'm the one suffering for things that I didn't ask for. And yet no one else is suffering and everyone else is just walking around and living life as if they're not even affected. And it isn't until you get out of that victim mentality and that logical mindset and realize that it's not a burden to you, it's a blessing to you, because you're not realizing what love really is. And love is the answer to everything that you have in life. No matter the job and the money, it's the passion that makes you successful. It isn't the money that makes you successful. And maybe it's time that you stop working all those hours, or you start, utilizing your time in valuable ways and not ways that you think that love is brought. Maybe it's that relationship that is actually built on lust and not love, and you're actually loving what sacrifice is and what things are not truly for you, and you start realizing the true value in the emotion that is behind love and not the things or the aspects of what you have as lust and you are lusting over, that really isn't love. When life is a commotion, we lose track of the reality, and that is where all of us as humans are subject to, we're guilty to, we're victim to, because that's how we were raised. We were always raised to look at doing better, getting more, seeing what other people have and wanting that versus understanding and seeing what we have. And maybe that's just it. You're wrapped up in the addiction of the serotonin and the dopamine of having more or less, or doing more and doing less than the actual value of the situation. And you lost yourself in the midst of it. And so now the loss and the burdens and the things that are being brought and taken from you are actually blessings for you to start realizing and being alone and being in your own thoughts and seeing that all of the answers are within you. And it's time for you to have silence to start realizing and finding the true value of yourself, and that will discover your true happiness and your true love. It's time for you to stop seeking exterior for the things that are inside of you. And that's what Christ consciousness is seeing that the answers are actually inside of you, and finding and discovering you. It's not to destroy you, it's to discover you. And now is that time.